y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I have a faith art process for you. This is my faith planner, or one of my faith planners. This is the one I work in with prayers and tracking some disciplines each week. I keep all of my sermon notes in here, and then I have a section for what I call power verses, and these are verses that are speaking to me at a particular time, and I kind of decorate the pages and really enjoy the process of just meditating on a particular verse. So today I am going to create another power verse page that I can stick into my planner, and I'm going to use this paper right here. This is some filler paper, and I think this is from a faith planner. I'm not sure. This was in my stash. I have this stamp that I'm excited to use from Illustrated Faith, and I've pulled the Walk by Faith sticker book from the Happy Planner. I've pulled it for a couple different reasons, for some inspiration and then for some stickers to take notes. So I'm excited to jump into this. I'm excited to get to use this stamp. I've never used it before, so I'm pretty pumped. I will put you guys on fast forward. I will link everything that I end up using down below. Otherwise, let's go. The verse that I'm going to focus on for this page is Matthew 11:28, and it says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, I will give you rest." And I've been reading a lot of devotionals lately about creativity and about the connection of creativity to worship, and all of them have mentioned the cycle of creativity and rest that God set forth for us in Genesis, when he showed the ultimate creativity in creating this world that we live in, and did all this creation and then rested and then commanded us to rest after that. And so that's kind of something that I've been focusing on, is how can I incorporate that rest into my creative cycle. Right, so I got my girl all stamped out. According to the stamped package, her name is Sandra Jean, which I thought was super cute. And then I'm just going to write out the word grace, because I think it's through God's grace that he calls us to rest. He could have us just push and push and push, but he's showing us grace and calling us to rest and promising us that we will find rest in him. So I wanted to put that word there at the bottom of the page, and then once I trace it with my Tombow lettering pen, then I'm going to take these florals. You can see I started to pick them up and then decided, you know what I really need to do is actually trace it first. So I started to put it down, changed my mind, grabbed my lettering pen. I'll come back and trace this word grace nice and slowly, add a few more downstrokes to really emphasize that and give it the hand lettered feel. And then I'm going to create kind of a garden where she is going to live. And I love that the stickers in this Walk by Faith sticker book, a lot of them are clear. And so when you do lettering like this one in black, or even if you're putting them directly into your Bible, you're not going to cover up text, which is great. So these clear stickers will go right over the word grace. It'll look like grace is actually sitting on top of them, and that they are kind of forming the basis of this floral garden, which I think is a really nice start for the page. All right, just taking a moment to erase any extra pencil lines, getting all those out of the way, and here come the floral stickers. I shied away from too much green. I really wanted to go with the reds and the mustard yellow and the blue. I think those are beautiful fall colors. I wrestled back and forth with whether I wanted to color in Sandra Jean over here. I think, in my opinion, that she's like this gorgeous redhead. That's just what I was imagining. And for a while I thought I might fill it in, but then I ended up deciding that that wasn't really the look I was going for. I was going to bring out these big bold black statements on the page, and having her in all black and white would be really appropriate for that. So I have my florals coming up here. Some of them are coming up a little high. I didn't want them to all be the same level, so I'm kind of playing with the height that I'm layering them at, and some are going off page just a little bit, just to add even more interest. I end up adding one that does go pretty high in the middle. I'll have to take it off later when I do my lettering, because it just didn't work out. It was too much, but that's okay. They're all down. I'll just trim off this bottom little edge right here, And then I end up deciding that it feels like they're coming out of nowhere and what they need is some ground. So I'll just grab some washi tape, some grid washi tape, and measure it out, basically the length of the page, and then I'll just tear it in half to give it a little bit more of an organic feel. And I'm going to add a strip at the bottom of the page to kind of symbolize the ground where those flowers are growing out of. I'm trying to make sure it lines up at the bottom. And then I will add the other strip to the top of the page just to kind of bring the page in and to focus on the lettering that will be in the middle of the page. All right, so I've pulled out this box from the Walk by Faith sticker book, and it says scriptures you'd like to meditate on. And I'm actually going to end up listing a few different scriptures that talk about rest, just because I know I want to letter Matthew 11:28, but I also just want to reference some other scriptures on that same subject. And behind that sticker, I'm going to have this stamp. This is from Joy Journey, which was a devotional released by Illustrated Faith a couple of years ago now, I think a couple of years ago, beginning in 2020, possibly, maybe. And I'm just going to use it to add some black and white florals, some string or line art florals. Sorry, not string art, that's different. Line art florals behind some of the stickers that I'm planning to put on the page. I'll clean that stuff up. And I'm also going to add another stamp, and this one says, I am on a joy journey. And to me, rest and joy are pretty much hand in hand, because when I'm tired, when I'm depleted, it feels like it's so hard to see joy. And I know that God has filled our world with joy and that we have joy in Him, and rest goes hand in hand to me. So I love that I am on a joy journey, and now I'm just looking for some stickers that I can bring into this page just to add a little bit more decoration. So this one says, I am called. I'm going to put that over by Sandra Jean over here. I think that's fitting next to her. They also have one that says, be a truth seeker. So I'm going to layer this one over here, and I'm going to actually do this page a little bit differently because I find some different inspiration that I want to include as far as stickers on the page that are kind of journaling prompts in a way. So I'm on a joy journey as a stamp, but to me it's also feels like a journaling prompt. So I've found some little arrows which are perfect. So I am called right next to Sandra Jean, and then the grace pointing back at her. I am on a joy journey pointing over to these scriptures that I'm meditating on, and then be a truth seeker pointing up to where I plan to journal. And now I'm flipping through to see what else I can find. I love these challenges that they have in this book. I can't wait to use those. And I'm seeing if any of these clear stickers are calling me. And I forgot that there are stickers in here. These are highlighting stickers. So I'm going to choose this one, and look, I can put it straight over I am on a joy journey, and it just, the black comes straight through. It's like a highlighting sticker. I love it. And then I am going to pick this one that says, I need extra help too, because that's the purpose of this journaling, is that I need extra help to remember to rest, to remember that I am not the sum of my to-do list. I am not my accomplishments for the day, that sometimes progress actually means taking a rest. All right, and here is the main purpose of this page, which is the chance to letter the verse. And this time I kind of just went freehand. I didn't try to do any shapes or anything. This one's pretty straightforward. I always letter in pencil first, and then I come back with my Tombow pen that I love. I will link that down below. I'm pretty proud of my hand lettering. I think it's really improved this next year in 2022, which feels crazy to say. One of my big goals is to start playing with some shapes. Now that I feel comfortable with a lot of the basic hand lettering, I want to kind of break some of the rules and change some of the shapes and do a few different things. So I'm looking forward to changing that up. All right, you can see there I had to move that floral that just got a little bit in the way, so I can finish writing out the entire verse. So once it's written out in pencil, then I just come back with my pen. And once I am done covering this with my marker, then this page will be pretty much done. I am going to add some journaling, listing a few other verses. Matthew 11:28 is what I journaled here. Psalm 62:1 and Jeremiah 6:16 were other verses that I wanted to reference in this thought process on rest. And then I added a little bit of journaling, and this power verse page will be done. I'm excited to put it back into my faith planner and have it to reflect on in the future. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I have linked all the supplies that I ended up using down below, so feel free to check those out as well. I want to give a huge shout out to my Scrappy YouTube members. Thank you so much for all of your support. If you're interested in finding out more about Scrappy YouTube membership and some of the perks that you can receive as a member, then make sure to click that join button, or you can check the link in my description box. All right, I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.